Alright, hello everybody, here we are back again, and there is no thumbnail right now because I'm not even sure. Like for at least a week, I won't be able to follow the schedule that I actually planned because, of course, some of the reasons I may be telling when that work is actually done. So there is kind of some work, and because of that, it's not possible. Even I'm not sure when all how often I'm gonna be live on YouTube, but mostly 1 2 hours in the evening, 3 hours around in the afternoon, and then 2 hours in the evening. So this way it's gonna be around 7 hours or something, and that's actually not bad. Even if we just do that much, that's actually good. So this is how we will be going ahead. For now, I'm going to be live for 3 hours, and then once 3 hours, ultimately it's 11:30, so 12:30, 1:30, 2:30. So until 2:30 I'm gonna be live, and then after that, of course, it will be ended. And so let's put the glasses on and simply get started. And the thing that we were doing earlier, and when we actually left, that was learning about Tailwind. Not exactly learning about Tailwind, rather just exploring these things. So that's what we are gonna be doing right here. We had actually opened many tabs, and then we had to go through all of them. This is a prettier plugin that I have to explore, so let's start with this one only. This is the source code of that. Okay, let's see how many things are there. Utils.ts, types.ts, so many things. And it actually sorts them. Okay, by the way, this is simply the source code, and it's written in TypeScript. Wow, the source code for sorting the classes is written in TypeScript plus in JavaScript. That's crazy. That's actually interesting. That means I would be able to understand most of the things. By the way, I don't have to understand that. I have to just simply go ahead. So first of all, I have to install this thing, prettier and prettier plugin in Tailwind CSS. I have to install these both. Then after that, I have to add this prettier RC, this particular code in prettier RC. When using a JavaScript config, you can import the types of intelligence. Okay, so prettier.config.js, we can import the types in here. Upgrading options, specify the options, so the options can be specified here. The dead paths are related to the prettier configuration file. Okay, this thing is done. Then here I've given the classes prettier RC Tailwind. These are the things that I'm giving. Children are given here, sorting in functions called. In addition, sorting classes that you can also whatever. And how to sort the values anyway. Will I have to go through it all? Guess what? Yes. Overall idea I got, but v3 plugin for Tailwind CSS v30 plus that automatically sorts classes based on. Okay, so ultimately it does it automatically. That's interesting. So let's give it a try and see whether it actually works the way things have been mentioned here. So just yesterday we opened a file, and I hope I'll be able to get that again. This was the one, by the way, 18.2, and inside it we are creating our next tab. Next tab we are creating. Okay, I think next tab also supports Tailwind. It does. So we can actually check the things that we are actually want to check in here only. So next tab I should be able to get that. Here it is. So only next tab opens this time, and we should be able to run it. rs npm run dev. Meanwhile, because it may take some time, I'm gonna open videogram, and there was some work that was remaining, so I will be getting that work done in here too. So firstly, I don't really need this thing. Okay, What is this? Okay, Perplexity is being distributed for free just if you have the Airtel SIM. By the way, I think it's on right now, and I can just simply go ahead. So where should I open it? It should be just like here, right here. It should be local host just 3000 for now, because the backend and server, the like client side as well as the server side, both of them running on the same port. So it's like this we get here. And apart from this particular thing, now I have to check the. This is the page. I have to write down the classes over here. So it's gonna be like text white, text extra large, text center, font bold. These many things that I have here. So the thing is that there is no change in the sequence of the classes, and I have to install those softwares mentioned, those packages mentioned on this page to check whether it actually works or not. By the way, Prettier and Prettier plugin Tailwind CSS, both of them are dev dependencies. So let me install them. First of all, I will install Prettier as dev dependency. So that's gonna be Prettier. The second one is gonna be Prettier plugin Tailwind CSS, if I'm not wrong. Tailwind CSS. Let me have a look at that again and see exactly whether it's exactly the right thing or not. So the first one is Prettier, second one Prettier plugin Tailwind CSS. Well, it is like that only. And if I install it, then let's see what happens. Will I get some packages too, or there's gonna be nothing changed? Okay, it's taking time. Well, those packages are installed, but the thing is that nothing changed actually in here. I expected to at least some few things change. I have these two plugins in here, but I think the next file I have to create on my own. Then add the plugin Prettier configuration, this Prettier configuration thing. There's a lot that we can add in the Prettier configuration, but for now I think this much should be enough. Prettier plugin Tailwind CSS. I have to create this file too, .prettierrc. Let's do it's kind of a guess thing, but it should not be guess because it's prettierrc. It's been already mentioned in there, so I hope it's right. Prettierrc. Okay, that's what we are getting here. Let's simply copy it from here and paste it in here, and let's cancel it for now. It's actually going to be like this. So I created a prettierrc file. I created just gave it some code by copying and pasting in here. Plugin, the plugin is Prettier. So ultimately prettierrc references to a plugin. Yeah, it simply tells that this is the plugin that you are actually using. Got it? What next? When using JavaScript, you can import the types for IntelliSense. Okay, mainly when using a JavaScript config, I can import it. Upgrade to. I think this is done. It should work. Don't really need to worry about anything else. And if there is the class, this is the profile class. Not really, not this one that I need. I actually wanted the page.tsx, and well, I don't really think something changed. Oh, let's run it and then see what happens. Okay. If I try to add padding 4, then what will happen? Well, the padding 4 is still there. That means this is not as it's supposed to be, or I'm not sure about the exact way. As of this, the plugin now requires Prettier 3 or ESM only. This means it can't be loaded via require. For more information, okay, upgraded guide is specifying your Tailwind style sheet path Tailwind CSS v4 plus. When using Tailwind CSS version 4, you must specify your CSS file in tree point, which includes your theme, custom utilities, and the Tailwind configuration options. To do this, use the Tailwind style sheet option in your Prettier configuration. that note that paths are resolved related to the prettier configuration file. Prettier configuration tailwind style, that means this is needed. Okay, I will be setting the path as well, but for now, if I am not wrong, where is that prettier rc file? This is what that we created, and then we can make it actually like this, and this is gonna be like this. Well, that's not exactly the way it should be. Never mind, let's get it in here. Okay, right, let's copy it from here and paste it in here. Let's give it a comma, should be alright. Remove it from here. Okay, so ultimately I have tailwind style sheet, and this is the path to app css. Do we have app css in here? We have global css. Oh, that's insane. Guess what, I am not really sure how to use this. Okay, prettier rc tailwind config style, option prettier configuration. The path, note the paths are resolved relative to the prettier configuration file. Prettier configuration file. So let me make it like this. I hope it's gonna be like that. So I have this prettier, then I will go to app slash global css. I hope it should be fine. Not really sure as to what I'm doing. Specifying your tailwind javascript to config path tailwind css v3. Note that paths are related to prettier styles. Oh, this is crazy. Let's take the help of AI in this case. Don't really know the exact way. Maybe there could be another way, different way to use the same thing. In Next.js mainly I'm trying to use how to use this in Next.js. Let's see. Apart from this particular thing, interesting like that. Exploring Tailwind. I have been exploring Tailwind and now here I'm stuck. Never mind, there were few things that I needed. This is the first one. Okay, let's see. Installing dependency. Install prettier and Tailwind CSS plugin to dependency in Next.js. Okay, run the following command. npm install prettier. This is done already. This adds both packages to your JSON package without affecting production code. That's right. Configure prettier. Okay, create add a prettier rc or prettier rc.json in your project in the following content. Plugin is this semi tring. Oh, this is used for design purpose. Got that. So if I just use this one, I have done it earlier too. It's not like I am doing it for the first time, if I'm actually not wrong. Semi true single quote, that means single quotes are gonna be used. Tab width is gonna be 2, trailing comma if there are spaces, then it's gonna be ES5, whatever. This setups automatically sorts Tailwind classes like P4, P2 becoming P4, P2 in the recommended order. When the formatting, you can also configure via package JSON under prettier key, plugin prettier, whatever. I think this much should be fine if I just format it, and I hope I'm formatting it. Let's format it like this. Format it with prettier. It should work. Okay, if it's not working, if I write text white again in here, and if I just simply remove it from here and format it, I don't think it's working. Interesting. It is saying that it automatically does that when formatted. Ensure prettier works seamlessly in your reader, especially with Next.js files. Install prettier code formatter. Oh. Extension in VS Code and set it as the default formatter. Prettier code editor default formatter. Prettier VS Code. It will enable editor format. Amazing. This is something that I actually need to install too. Does it exist as an extension? Let's see. I hope there's an easy way. I already have it. Prettier code formatter. Okay. Let's prettier is linked. Many people have installed this, so let's install this one too. Let's check the way. Restart VS Code after configuration. Load plugin for Tailwind specific sorting. The Tailwind handles the class attributes in JS files automatically. During save use in Next.js, apply the setup to format Tailwind check classes in your components in file JS write div class p4 blue content on save printers bg color is gonna come at the beginning, right? npx run npx split to format to entire via CLI. Okay, this thing I have to write. If classes aren't sorting, verify prettier version compatibility works. Okay, downgrade if needed. npm install 2 and all. v3 plus works with plugin 0.2. Tailwind 4, but prefer latest. Check for the config ESNet JSNet. npm install the ESNet config, then the window whatever. Okay, let's do one thing. First of all, what can I do? I have to check the version of that. I have to check the version of the prettier. How can I check that? That I don't know. I should write prettier version. Oh, that's insane. That means node not npm prettier v. Oh, getting that. So it's 11 point something. npm v. I was getting the version of the node package manager. Where can I get this thing from? Okay. This is interesting. If I click on this, open it. What is the problem? Why isn't it loading? It is taking lots of time. I'm not is it because ad blocker? Let's remove the ads and let's turn off disable this speed controller, and this time I hope it should work. Well, not really. If I click on any one of these, okay, instead of clicking on this pw, click on this, you are here, click on that is this, you are here. So this is the overall thing that I need. Let's see, let's forward it. Wow, got that. And as I have done it, that oh come on, it's not forwarded. Okay, by the way, I was busy figuring this thing out. There's another thing that I just got, so I started figuring that out too, and now none of them seem to be working. Okay, where did I get that from? initially. I think that was from here if I'm not wrong. Not really. Okay, let's click on this one, and if I just keep scrolling, should be in here somewhere. Okay, most of them have been just deleted. Okay, this is the one that I have, and I can just simply click on it, just simply forward it and then see if it works or not. Well, by just by forwarding it, come on yaar. Okay, in here, so these are the things that we have. If I just simply click on it, I will be here, then I can select it, and then I will be here. Ultimately I will have to join things, then I can click on the top, and then it will start from here. 11 I can select it, then I can go here and run the things. So the first one is done. Okay, within I hope she's gonna recognize. Otherwise I can do one thing. I'm doing many things right now. Let's click on this, forward it to the Unstoppable Academy. I hope that's the name. Unstoppable Academy chat. Come on, this is not the one. I even forgot my own username. Let's see. Let's go here. What is the name? I think settings should be the one. @Unstoppable Academy. Okay. Now we can look for it there. Oh, that software crashed. Okay, something I got. It's opening again. So many things I did at the same time. Even the software crashed. Or maybe my computer is unable to handle that. I was supposed to be doing something else, but I'm doing something else. Interesting. Let's click on this one. Let's give it one more time, and then we'll figure the things out. Let's simply forward it. It's gonna be like @Unstoppable Academy, of course VIP. This is the one. Let's simply send it here. It's sent, and yeah, I can just simply delete it from here. So it's gonna be deleted, and now I can go to my own account. Here it is, my account. This is something that I got. I can even click on this. I can join this. That of course I'm getting everything. Let's click on it, forward it to the main thing, that is this thing, and let's simply forward this thing in here. So this particular thing is done. Another thing that I had to do is sending this channel somewhere serious, when this is already deleted if I'm not wrong. Okay, let's see. Many things are being removed right now. Let's say serious interesting. There are no. Let's search it for more. See. Actually, they are available in here as well. Wow. But something that I'm actually looking for, that is somewhere else for sure. So this could be this could be this, or the top one. This is the top one that we have in 1, 2, foundation 1, and even delete. Okay, all the batches. Simply click here, and it starts in here, and everything is just mentioned in the right way. Okay, if I just scroll, and I hope I will get it completed. Things should work. I think I'll have to join channels, and the thing that I'm thinking that's really bad. Okay, even if I try to do that, 2 5 then 3 5 then 5 6 5 lectures. So these are the lectures of the dates. If I click on it, I can simply start it. How about the premium? Subscription. This thing is getting quite popular. I don't know how people are managing it, but let's see whether this is completed or not. The top one, then I'll figure out the bottom ones. Okay, it came so far till here. All okay, and this particular thing actually requires the subscription. Oh shoot, this is insane. Oh, if I click on this thing, okay, that means the subscription that I have to pay. Okay, I think that just the first one is as I guessed, that's free to use. The other ones are paid. Day 1, 2 and commitment from that, and what is the name of it? Lecture, whenever you open the lecture, it will help me. Whenever you do not open this is how it's gonna go. Complete based on day 1. Okay, let's click on this one. Okay, ultimately I have go with this. I remember 24/7. This is how it's going to be going ahead. For 785 photo update, that means I should be able to download them. And that means I'm getting. Oh, amazing. Let's see whether this is exactly like that or not. Everything I'm going to release today. This is something that I'm getting. Okay, if I just simply click on this, I can download it too if needed. Well, it's not directly supporting it, but I have my own ways to download the things. I can forward it. Wow, even that's. Is there any way? Let's simply. Is there any way to forward private messages on Telegram? Let's see. Suppose there is a. I'd like to figure this thing out, whether I can actually do this or not. Telegram does not allow the forwarding of private messages directly on the answer. Okay. Private chats have built-in restrictions. Okay, this feature ensured. Okay, several third-party bots and apps enable automatic copying and forwarding the private message. Often, simulating user session in API apps like T-Forward, available on Google Pick and DMs by keyword and all message channels group without manual but okay. Can we forward videos to okay, gonna take some time to forward or copy messages from Telegram. The fact is that they're not providing that thing functionality. Okay, what is it searching? I hope it's gonna take. Okay, I got that. Telegram's default third-party bots forward videos from private sources by copying them instead of true forwarding, preserving quality whenever where possible. Services like Junction Bot support forwarding videos, images. Services like Junction Bot support forwarding videos, images, and files from personal chats or private channels to groups or the destination automatically, such as T-Forward or Redirect Bot allows selecting private shares as sources and forwarding. How to do it on PC? I was doing actually something else, and right now I'm busy doing something else. This is insane. This is true coding, where you are actually asking the insane things. Using Telegram desktop for manual forwarding. Telegram desktop available for Meta, blah blah, does not support. I know that this non-private sources. Right click on chat, select forward, and okay, to bypass the private workarounds, copying video files manually, insert the videos, whatever. I have one day, but this method preserves video quality but requires manual steps for okay. Most Telegram forwarding bots like Junction Bot. I hope I will not get a copyright strike and all because whatever I'm doing, I'm just checking it whether it's possible or not. It's just a learning thing, okay. As I'm a coder, so I'm just working on the learning stuff. Most Telegram forwarding like Junction Bot auto forward message are accessible via Telegram web client or desktop app configuration. Open Telegram desktop, search for bot, add the Junction Bot, start a chat, and use inline commands like start to add the private chat as a source by sharing its link ID, set up tab, selected user private, whatever. Oh, it's too much, too much. Who cares to do these many things? Who cares to follow these many things? But as it has suggested us, let's follow the guidelines for a while. Copy it and paste it in here. It is just for learning things. I just wanna try it whether it actually works or not. That's it. Hello, you can use contact us using this word. This word was mentioned. Okay, what now? Then start chat this link ID. Number suggestion. Junction Bot. Okay, add bot, my bots, add bot. To connect the bot, I don't know how these things actually work. What can this word do? Bot for the use it to create a new bot so once and manage the existing ones. There are many bots on Telegram, but I don't know how they work. I have no idea. Never mind, there was a thing that I actually needed to get done. We'll be getting that done soon, very soon. Having said that, I can just simply send it for now. Is there any share link and all? Oh well, guess what, there is no share link. I can just simply search it online. Okay, let's see. Not here. Let's open another account like this one. In here, can I do the same? and guess what, I can, and guess what, I can be here. That is actually about, let's start it. This is Sapajou. Okay, you will let me do that. Let me follow the procedure as it's simply mentioning, and then let's see whether it actually works as expected or not. Come on, I'm just clicking on it. Okay, the function is about that. Okay, join it. Now what? Best of luck. Thank you. This is just, let's simply, whoa, slash, there are so many things. Generating broadcaster, draper, business post, link, enable list. Oh my god, who is working behind these things? Should work. Why are you not working? I have already started it. Okay, let's go ahead. Let's see. Living. It's gonna ask for money. I'm merely talking about the previous one. Let's simply go to that. This is something that I have. Not really, not this one. I needed something else. When I meant something else means really something else, and that something else could be serious. This one I was here, and these are the things that I actually need. Is there any way to get the link of it? I don't really think so. Okay, let's do one thing. Can I find this using this? I don't really think there's any way. Forward copy posting. First of all, let's try this thing, whether it actually works or not, and then I'll figure the remaining things out. Copy it. Okay, and let's simply click on it, and guess what, this link is not working if I'm not wrong. Unfortunately you can't access this okay, got that. That means I can go with other things like simply, is there any way to just join it directly? Ting, ting. I think HK, maybe I am weak but the hands of my hand are the strongest. Wow. Okay, don't really want to do that, but how about this? What is this? Series hashtag. This is something that's too much. Store, how about this? What is this? This is just it. I can just simply copy the name of it. I think that may work. Okay, let's simply copy the name and try this thing out this time. I should be getting, but I'm not getting. How about this much? Okay, there are few things that I'm actually getting in here, and out of them interesting. It it actually starts from here and it goes directly like this. Okay, features. I can keep going on like this. If I actually click on this one. Oh, I hope the sound is not being shared. Demo. How about the main videos? Okay, I hope it's complete. Let's keep scrolling till the end, and this is done. I don't even know what I'm doing, but I think it needs to be done. Task completed successfully. This much failed, 15 successful. This video this page name is this. Popping is disabled. Wow. Okay. And these things are there. I can go to the top. I may be able to get the link. Interesting. Can I do that? Let's go to the main channel. It's good to have two channels on Telegram. Things are easy to find. And this is something that I needed. If I just simply click on this, I will arrive in here, and this will work fine. So it's gonna be like this in here. So these two things are done, and that's it. I think these things I had to do. Anything remaining? Firstly get this, second get this, third okay, that English one I'll take care of that very soon. Coming back to the main point, that is done. By the way, I was working on some things, kind of tricky ones. Forwarding the messages from Telegram, even if they are private. There are many workarounds. You can just get it done, or you can even download the videos. If, like, even if they are private, there is a way to download them. Interesting. So there are many workarounds. Never mind. By the way, let's simply go ahead. This time I was actually going through it, and that thing is not working yet. Don't know why. It should work even if I just say BG color gray, or BG gray 800. It should go at the beginning, but it is not going there. That means whatever I've done so far, that's not working. And the thing is that this is kind of a thing that I'm doing firstly after so long. I think I have created this PTR file. I have given it all the things. What is remaining right now? Okay. Plugins, one limitation with there's simple question: how can we use PTR plugin in Tailwind CSS properly? Localhost. No. Let's see. How can we use prettier plugin Tailwind CSS? It does work. How it works? That's we have to figure out. Automatic sorting class with prettier. That's what I want. I do want to sort the class H. The previous project that I actually worked on, I wasn't sorting the classes in there. To use this, install this, okay, use this, then wow, I have to create this thing too. Interesting. Didn't really expect this thing. Let's start doing the things from the beginning. First of all, I have to install this thing and this thing. I have already done that. configuration file I have to create. So add a plugin to your PDF file, typically this or this in the project root. The minimal setup includes this much. Easy peasy. I have already done this thing too, and I can just keep this much in here. That's acceptable. What next? If using JavaScript config like prettier config JS, import types for better intelligence, and okay, so export default prettier whatever. But if using JavaScript config, I'm not. For Tailwind CSS3 optionally specify the config Tailwind code is not in the. Oh, hang on. For Tailwind CSS v3 optionally specify config path if Tailwind config is not in the root. Do I have Tailwind config in the root? Tailwind config, well, I don't have. Interesting. I was learning Next.js just yesterday, and today I'm doing crazy stuff with that, and I'm not even sure about that exactly what I'm doing. This ensures the plugins you Tailwind customization, accurate some whatever. Okay, once installed and configured, the plugin automatically sorts Tailwind classes in your files. For example, JSX, TSX, HTML, when prettier formats them triggered by saving files in VS Code or running. Few things. I am using Next.js. I hope it will be able to help me. Next.js is specific installation. First of all, you have to install these things, then you have to configure the things. Prettier config JS. Come on, how many times will I have to use? Next.js. Come on, plus TypeScript. I'm just telling things one by one. Oh my god. But yeah, these things are already installed because I mentioned it in the beginning. And then once this thing is done, then I have to prettier config ts. I have to create this, and then from there I have to get it. I have to keep these things in here. Okay, if it is like this, okay, interesting. Because I'm using TS for Tailwind v3 in TypeScript, I have in Next.js apps specify the config path if needed. We have config path if needed, Tailwind config CSS. If you're using TypeScript for Tailwind come on, why can't I do it? Tailwind config. They are dancing, aren't they? Hey, come on, stop. Why is the text moving up and down? Never mind. Const config for Tailwind 4 use the style sheet path. App global CSS. This is what I wanted actually. You can ensure your TS configuration includes the prettier path. Let's do the things one by one. I hope this time it's gonna work, especially then I will save the path. I will save everything mentioned here so that I won't have to look for them later again and again. Firstly, I have to create this file. As simple as that. Will it work or not? I have no idea. I hope it should work. Configure prettier config JS for better TypeScript integration intelligence placed in the project through this leverage TypeScript type checking for the config itself, preventing errors in your full stack TypeScript environment. Okay, let's see. This thing, remove it from here. The next thing that I actually needed, that was prettier config JS in the root file. I have to create this thing. Guess what? Yeah. prettier.config.ts. This is something that I have created. Once this is done, then what next we have to do? We have to write this code where I'm getting this config thing, and these are mainly the types because we don't really need types and options and plugin. So ultimately these are the types that type of the config. I just simply wanna copy because I don't know whether this thing is actually gonna work or not. If it works, then okay, we'll figure out each and everything. We'll know the reason behind that. If it doesn't work out, so who cares? Okay, for Tailwind v3 in TypeScript heavy. Okay, Tailwind. For Tailwind v4 use Tailwind v4. I think I'm using Tailwind v4. Yeah. So Tailwind style sheet it should be like this. That is right. It should exactly be like that. So how about keeping it right here? Tailwind style sheet, same it, trailing commas and all. Okay, let them be there. Any other thing ensure ts config includes ts config json. Where is ts config json? ts config json is here. So it is mainly for next.js. Include this. Let's simply check this thing out too, whether it actually includes this thing or not. So where is include in here? So here it's include. Here is the include. Let's see whether it actually includes them or not. Let's check them. Yes, this. I think prettier configure. Okay. Next types. This is the. It only does not contain this thing, this particular thing. So I can just remove it from here and paste this thing in here. Prettier, that particular thing is just not here, and remaining things are here for sure. How about keeping the things like this? Prettier config should be fine, right? It includes that if we bring JS config, use prettier config, yes, but TypeScript config is recommended for consistency in TypeScript. VS Code setup. Okay, now what about the setup? In VS Code, install prettier extension and configure to handle TypeScript files. Add to your workspace setting JSON and global settings, or to enable auto formatting on save TS and TS file, whatever. Okay, what now? Use Next.js in TypeScript. I hope it should work, by the way. Let me check first of all whether it's working or not. If it's guess what, it's not working. Reload. Okay, configure it, and that's gonna be actually prettier. Please work. Well, guess what, your code doesn't understand your please language. It only understands binary. So doesn't matter how many times you say please, nothing's gonna happen unless you actually solve the problem. Prettier code formatter. Come on, prettier code formatter. I have done so many things so far. I wanna format it. I wanna format it with a prettier. I wanna format it with a prettier. Lint is the default. How can it be? Default formatter is gonna be prettier. I'll die clicking the buttons, pressing the buttons. Formatted TypeScript files. I have to watch a video on Telegram. On YouTube. The plugin automatically sorts it, and okay, it does. I'm done. Let's look for a video now. How the things are actually happening. Tailwind CSS classic. Okay, guess what, I'm getting on VS Code. Okay, this thing is mentioned here. Well, I had to play the music in the background, and I'm gonna watch this video, and I hope I'll be able to figure the things out on my own. Come on, I'm not solving it on my own actually, but yeah, let me play the music in the background and I'm gonna watch the video. Alright, by the way, I actually thought it to be like 3 hours long and all. By the way, it's been 1 hour and 10 minutes, and the problem that we were facing, this prettier thing that's working right now. I'm getting the things in the sorted format. That's kind of a good thing that happened right now. Apart from this particular thing, once this actually started working, then the remaining things are like, okay, this thing is working pretty much fine, so I don't really need to worry about that. Okay. One thing in here that it was like this earlier, then I formatted it, it became like this, right? So if I don't keep anything in this prettier file, if it is empty, if I just simply reload this thing and then try to format it, configure the formatter, there is no formatter, wow. Let's do one thing, format with a prettier code formatter. I think that's gonna be the default one. This is actually the default one, and if I try to format it, nothing happens. That means I'll have to keep that thing inside this, and that was like simple like this. There was plugins, and it was it was like this, prettier, not like this, it was like this, prettier, plugin, Tailwind, CSS. I hope this was it, and now if I try to format it, it is working. So this is the thing that I have to keep in mind. Remaining things are okay. So ultimately, if I try to keep the things in my notes properly, not really needed, but yeah, important. Coding the code here, we are important topics. We have Zod, use TypeScript. Well, I know it quite well how to use TypeScript, but okay, once I actually mentioned it. And then right now I have a page called prettier. So /code, first of all you have to install, so npm install prettier, and prettier plugin, well, you can find it online too, Tailwind CSS. Second thing is that once this is actually done, you can actually check npx prettier, check whether everything's right or not in the current directory. Prettier, you can even write in the current directory, as simple as that. So these are the things. And by the way, there's another file. Let's make the code file again. That's gonna be prettier rc, and in here I have to just write this thing down. Let's make it, it's already JavaScript, let's make it plugins, something like this, and it's gonna be, the plugins are gonna be like this. It will have the value prettier plugins, and all, whatever it is. I will copy and paste. Why am I doing this thing? Copy it, this plugin is there, and paste it in here. This is done, and remaining things are okay. Okay, you can explore more. By the way, we can there are only two important things that need to be done, this one and this one. If you actually get these two things done, then things are gonna work the way you expect them to work, and this is what was remaining. Alrighty, by the way, I'm gonna take 5 minutes break right now, and then I'll be back very soon. I don't even think that I'm audible right now. Well, of course I'm audible. I'll be playing the songs in the background, and then I'll be back within 5 minutes.
rest. Yeah, no, I don't wanna waste what's left. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, and on.
Alright, by the way, here we are again, and this first thing is done. We have figured this thing out. Okay, it's gonna be like that. I have to just install these many things. Prettier config file, this is right here, configuration file and all. So let's click on this and I will get this thing in here. Okay, configuration file, you can configure video file, package prettier. Prettier RC, okay, that is how I am going to do that. And prettier config.ts. This is how I can get the thing done in here. So there are many ways actually. So this is the prettier RC file. This is the thing that I have to figure out. Okay. uh, I actually have to get the just overall idea as how the things are working, and once it's clear, I can just simply go ahead. It's great. It's actually great. It's just about getting the basic idea, and whenever you just need them, you just come here on the website and just go through the docs and learn that particular thing. It's not really a good idea to just go through everything in one go, but as you just keep working with this thing, you will keep getting the things. I think I know enough for now. Who cares, yaar? Who is gonna read this much? Whenever I'm actually working on a project, at that time I had better just simply get the help of AI and make the project even better by adding few more classes. And if I don't know about those classes, then I should learn them. This is how it's gonna be going on. By the way, this play is quite better in here. Wow. I don't think it supports this, but never mind, it's a good one. Okay, ultimately the sad CM thing, I will be using that too. I'll be ending this thing right here, and maybe after an hour or something, maybe half an hour, or yeah, maybe after half an hour, I'll be coming back and simply learn about what I mean. There's really nothing to learn about. It's simply using that shared CN. Simply install it and start using it, as simple as that. If you wanna get a card, you can get a card. So shared CN is the combination of the things. Okay, you can directly start using the things. It's as simple as that. And if something needs to be learned on the go, so we can of course learn that too. So it's gonna be like I will be using shared CN most of the time, and even shared CN actually gives us all the things, including this dark mode for wheat, and I'm getting these 3 modes in here. So ultimately it does provide us that functionality too. So after half an hour or something, I'll be back and we'll directly jump into the code. We will work on the front end and back end and everything. And this is how, instead of learning and then doing at the end, let's learn, do, and just keep doing that. Okay, then I'll be just back after half an hour.